The conflict began quietly, the way many neighborhood problems do, with small concerns brushed aside and polite requests left unanswered. In the housing community, several elderly residents depended on shared services, proper lighting in corridors, working elevators, and clear walkways to move safely through their daily routines. For months, complaints about broken lights and uneven pavement were submitted to the HOA, but meetings ended with vague promises and no action. Tension grew when Mr. Rahman, one of the oldest residents, slipped on a dark staircase late one evening. Though he survived, the incident shook the community. His family demanded immediate changes, arguing that elder safety should be a priority, not an afterthought. The HOA committee responded defensively, claiming budget limitations and accusing residents of exaggerating the risks. Their words felt cold, especially to families caring for aging parents. As frustration mounted, neighbors began talking among themselves. Stories surfaced of elders avoiding common areas out of fear, of medications delivered late because security staff wouldn't allow helpers to enter easily, and of emergency vehicles struggling to navigate blocked access points. What had once been individual grievances merged into a shared sense of injustice. The breaking point came during a monthly HOA meeting. The room was crowded, emotions high. A caregiver stood up and spoke about balancing work while worrying whether her mother could safely walk to the community park. Another resident pointed out that funds had been spent on cosmetic upgrades while basic safety for elders was ignored. The committee chair tried to maintain order, but the mood had shifted. Voices rose not out of anger alone, but out of fear and exhaustion. The argument exploded when an elder resident, usually silent, slowly stood and spoke. He reminded everyone that aging was not a choice, and dignity should not depend on influence or income. His words silenced the room. For the first time, the conflict was no longer about rules or budgets. It was about values. In the days that followed, pressure from residents forced the HOA to act. Repairs were approved, policies reviewed, and a dedicated elder care committee formed. Though the conflict left scars, it also reshaped the community. People began checking on older neighbors more often, and meetings felt less like battlegrounds and more like spaces for responsibility. The explosion of conflict revealed a hard truth. Ignoring elder care doesn't just endanger lives, it fractures trust. And once that trust breaks, rebuilding it requires more than repairs. It demands empathy, accountability, and a renewed sense of community.